Hello everyone at miata.net, at probetalk.com, at lowcostbuilders.co.uk and others, and anyone else who's watching this video. I'm Chris. I'm also known as itty_UK on most sites. I'm the owner of the KLMX5, which is the Mazda KL 2.5 litre V6 swap into an MX5. I'm kind of bored tonight. I couldn't be asked to do any more work on it. It's too cold now, it's getting late, and instead I thought, I haven't done a introduction video just yet, just about time I did, show you around the place, show you my progress, and here we go. Also, before I start, apologies for the quality of the video. It's on my HTC Touch Pro 2, which is okay during the day, but during anything but perfect light it's pretty awful. But it does give you an idea of how badly lit my garage is at the moment, although it does exaggerate it a little bit, and it gives you a good idea of the size of it, but it will show enough to be getting on with for the moment. Anyway, first room, my randoms room. And what's in my randoms room? Everyone needs a pile of tyres on a desk. That's Toyota T1Rs, 195/50/15s on top, and then those are Euromaster Teflon pieces of nastiness. Those are the original tyres that came on the car, but they're awful. I've spun the car multiple times on those things, they're just ridiculous. Airbag module isn't going back on the car. I'm putting a quick release steering wheel back on the car when it's done. A plate from the footwell of the passenger's side of the car, which of course I'm in the UK, so that's the left. Underneath is a Mega Squirt 2, and that's going to be running the fuel and the spark as well, and I'll show you the part of the spark setup that I've got on the car in a minute. This has been my electronics, wiring and everything else desk, kind of given away by the reels of stuff and solder and things lying around. Bit of a tip at the moment, but hey. Oh, and my box of randomness there. A very important book. Elsewhere we have the bonnet, or hood. Yeah, Monza Edition. It's a special edition that I'm ripping up, which is not exactly perfect. I'd rather rip up a non-standard one, but this is what I got to work with, so there you go. A hard top behind it, nice and green like the rest of the car. Transforms the car. It's probably, next to the tyres, the tours, it's probably the best thing I bought for the car. It's just awesome. It really changes it. Unfortunately, it does mean that, well, everyone will know this, but when it's sunny and you want to put the top down, it's a bit awkward to take it off and leave it somewhere. Find somewhere to store it while you go tooling around with the top down. But never mind. One aluminium radiator to replace the original that I had. That original one got bent when I stuffed the car into a mud bank the night before a tracked air Brands hatch, which I really wasn't happy about, as you can imagine. But that kind of prompted the start of the swap. So in a way, it's kind of good and bad, you know. That's how life is. HVAC. Everyone needs some HVAC. There's heater hoses there and fan and interesting things like that. Weights that are used obviously for propping things up. Now the garage. My toolbox in all its glory. My tool collection is growing, but slowly, and I am finding myself short-tooled. I'm actually, you'll see the engine crane in a minute, among other few things. I'm borrowing quite a lot of tools from a good friend of mine called Claire, who's known as Claire2 on lowcostbuilders.co.uk. Absolute legend, brilliant fabricator. She's done my gearbox adapter plate, which I can't show you because it's kind of deep in the car. Also my new front subframe, engine mounts, and some of the intake stuff as well, and just generally excellent, awesome. Yeah, all bits of car all over the place. And this is the arse end of the car itself, and there it is. If I do a bit of a pan, there you get to see it. That lump there, that's the nose. As you do, it's in the driver's seat, well, where the driver's seat would be, next to a lot of the dash. So just things waiting to, a lot of dash parts waiting to go on the car. Yeah, I'm having to use a flashlight here because yes, it really is that badly lit. There you go, the steering wheel down there, all evidence that it actually is a car. Passenger footwell, mega squirt wiring there. Instrument binnacle, we've got, that's how much fuel I had in it when I stuffed it into the mud bank, which is nice. This car's done 102,377 miles, about 20,000 of which I did in a couple of months. I had a rather long commute. That thing there, that's my pulley for the crank. Nice lump of alley. It's underdriven. It's quite a lot, well, a fair bit smaller than the original, but it's nice and lightweight. It came with this timing wheel, which those that know Mega Squirt will know it's a 6-tooth one, and it's just no good for it. So I'm having a 36-1 timing wheel made at the moment. So that's one of the things I'm waiting for. Moving on. There you go. There's another Monza motif on the side of the